Hey everyone, so welcome to day 3 of VEDA. So some of these days during this month I'm going to be taking suggestions, like today. On my first video I had a comment from Jason, Crimsong19, asking about my thoughts on this season of Supernatural. So whenever you guys leave a comment asking a question or leaving video suggestions, I'm going to try to get to as many of those as I can, because those are a real big help in me thinking up 30 different videos for this month. So, Supernatural. Before I talk about this season, season 6, I'll talk about Supernatural at length. Supernatural is a very good TV show about two brothers, Sam and Dean Winchester. Their world is basically exactly like our world, except hidden underneath normal life, demons and monsters and lots of other scary things are living in secret. And so their mother was killed by a yellow-eyed demon, and their father, John Winchester, took them out of normal lives as kids to fight demons. And so the show starts when they're grown up and John Winchester's missing. So they, at this point, Sam is kind of estranged from Dean and John, and so Dean comes and gets Sam's help. So I'm not going to say anything else about that, because I want to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, because I have some friends that are still trying to catch up on the show. But, so, typically, they go through fighting different demons in most of the episodes, and eventually they are joined by a third character named Castiel. I won't talk about him very much. So, he helps them a lot. By the 4th season, he becomes a main character because he was really popular when he started out. And so, at the end of the 5th season, which was last season, they wrapped the whole show up because they thought that that was going to be the final season. And they wrapped it up in a way that would leave it ambiguous for a 6th season, but also closed enough so that it would be finished there, because they weren't sure if they were going to be renewed, but they were renewed for season 6. Now, because they had to wrap it up, they had to close this big giant storyline that they had worked on for about 2 or 3 seasons. And so that ended, and they went back to the basically original format of the show. So that leads me to season 6. It's like the early seasons, but with a more modern character development and the involvement of Castiel at some points, because he wasn't in the early seasons. And I don't think it's the best season, but I think it's very good in its own ways. Basically, I think that the show could go on for another 2 or 3 seasons and still remain fresh, because it's such a good show. And I think that's about as much as I can say for this video without adding spoilers. So that's day 3. If you guys have any suggestions or questions, please leave them in the comments, or follow me on Twitter, and you can ask me questions and leave suggestions there. And so that's it. See you guys tomorrow.